Hi, I'm Daniel Black from the Equinox Resort. Today we're going to make crab cakes out of the Marsh Tavern menu. To begin with, we start with fresh crab, eggs, via horseradish mustard, Espelette pepper, breadcrumbs. We're going to add some chopped herbs, some cultured Vermont butter, our house remoulade sauce, caramelize the lemon, the garnish for the dish. What we're gonna do is shoestring potatoes. These are organic, cage-free eggs from my chickens that we grow at my house, which is more of my wife's job than mine, and my daughter's. All the chickens have their own individual names, so we're gonna actually use Cinnamon's egg for this particular batch of crab cakes. So we just crack it. Put one egg right in. Then we use Worcestershire sauce. We make our own mustards in-house. This one it happens to be a horseradish mustard, kind of a nice twist on a standard crab cake recipe. Mayonnaise and Espelette pepper. Espelette pepper is a French pepper. It's about medium heat. It's from the Basque region of France. The Espelette pepper gives us that intangible extra oomph that backs up the restaurant's philosophy. Okay, and then at the end we add the breadcrumbs. We make them in-house using our leftover bread scraps. Okay, so again we mix it nice and light. We don't want to break up the crab too much. We want nice big lumps. We're gonna add some chopped herbs, which we use two kinds of parsley, chervil, chives, and a little bit of thyme. And we're gonna season it with some salt, kosher salt, and our pepper blend. Then what we do in the restaurant, we take it and we let it sit for at least 30 minutes, preferably overnight, just to let all the flavors kind of meld together and the breadcrumbs soak up all the extra liquid, and it just makes for an easier sear. So I did some earlier. We just form them into little 2-ounce cakes. Usually we use a ring mold or something, just to give it some uniformity. So we want medium-high heat, a little knob of butter. We're gonna let it melt until the bubbles slow down just a little bit. Then when we know most of the water is out of the butter, then we'll drop our crab cakes in. All right, the butter's starting to simmer. The bubbles slow down like that. The water's out, and that's when you want to sear. So I'm just gonna look for a little bit of browning on the edges. When that's done, we're gonna pop them in the oven for a few minutes just to heat them through. All right, crab cakes are nice and brown, and we're gonna pop them in the oven for 2 to 3 minutes, just till they heat through. We need to caramelize the lemon. All right, so we're gonna cut the lemon, top and bottom, and then in half. A little bit of sugar, kind of like you would cook a creme brulee. This is something I saw at a seafood restaurant in Washington, and I thought it was really good. It gives it kind of almost a lemonade flavor, which I think goes great with seafood, oysters, shrimp, and obviously crab cakes. So you just want to make sure you get nice and golden brown, but not black. And don't touch them right away. Now we gotta grab our plate for plating the crab cakes. We have our house remoulade sauce, which is very traditional crab cake sauce. Just kind of a couple dollops here and there. Okay. Then we place our lemons. Then we need to go grab our crab out of the oven. They look good. We'll put them on the edges of the sauce. And then we're going to use our seasoned shoestring potatoes. Add some crunch and height to the plate. We're going to garnish with some celery leaves, which add some green. And then we're going to use a couple edible flowers just to break up all the browns and yellows. And that's Marsh Tavern crab cakes.